Hello believers, in this video we are going to know the best player that you must claim from this week 3 of the Footyverse event in FC Mobile. If you are going to select those players then, they will give you absolutely amazing performance and you will seriously cook your opponent badly, but choosing wrong players you might have to regret in future. So bros, to make the video organized, I have divided it into a total of 2 points which are 1. Why? You will regret claiming players from shards now. 2. You must claim these players from week 3 of the Footyverse event. So believers, as always, this video is going to be really important. And to get daily premium contents early like this, you can subscribe to the channel plus turn on the bell icon. Now, let's begin with point number 1. Why? You will regret claiming players from shards now. The answer of this question is very simple, bros. It depends on you whether to claim players from shards or not, but if you have claimed already then, I think you will have some chances to regret in the upcoming days because I am quite confident. There is very higher chances we might get 113 to 114 OVR for free through this league exchange. If 115 OVR will be max in this upcoming new event called Glorious Eras, then there is very higher chances 114 OVR will come. And let's say I have good striker already in my squad who is 112 or 113, but if he comes then why I will keep the 112 or 113 striker instead of 114 striker. So if the position you have claimed will come then, you might have to replace that position player, and you have claimed that player through hardly grinded shards, which has taken around 2 to 3 weeks. So, that is the reason. Don't take early action, however, to less your regression. Don't worry, bros, Mr. Believer is there. I have some techniques due to which you can keep both the players, which you claimed from the shards, plus which you are getting from the upcoming league season reset. The technique is, let's say I have got a striker, but I can keep that striker in the same squad because there is also a formation which has 2 strikers. So this is a way, but still this trick is not useful in 100% of cases, because if you have claimed left back Davies, and if left back comes, then there is no formation which has 2 left back. Anyway bros, I highly suggest you, if you haven't claimed the players from shards then, just wait for it as this is not the right time to claim. Later in upcoming days, I will inform you when the right time comes. Anyway, League Tokens players are mostly great and mid-card at least, so be ready for it. Now, let's move to point number 2. You must claim these players from week 3 of the Footyverse event. In this week, Footyverse event, EA has launched a total of 16 Footyverse players. Last week also 16 players were launched. Out of 16 players, EA has given 4 players in each ratings ranging from 110 to 113. I am going to rate those players out of 3 total points. 1 point means less recommended for you, 2 points means mid-recommended, where 3 points mean highly recommended, and the recommendation can be different based on the potential of shards you guys can collect. Also, I am going to rate them seeing 3 different factors. First one is stats and gameplay, and bros, I have tested most of them on scouting camp already. Second one is cost of shards, and finally the last one is for how many months those players can be relevant. Apart from that, if those players have any alternatives in this event then, I am also going to talk about those players' alternatives. So, without any delay, let's move to each and every player one by one. In the player number 1 we have Guendouzi. The 110 rating Guendouzi is cheap beast card, bros. This center defensive midfielder gives a lot of advantages. Being a center defensive midfielder, he has 4-star skill moves, which is a very good thing as it comes to use sometimes. Not only that, there are very few players in the center defensive midfielder who have this much speed of 107. It's a good speed. And not only this card has each and every quality like, he has passing, good dribbling, and his defending skills are awesome. The best thing is, in the game, his performances will definitely impress many of you. I definitely can't tell you, he will give an absolutely amazing performance to each and every one of you, but still, if you are the guy who plays on defensive formations, then he can impress you. And Guendouzi pass cards also used to be really good. Talking about the relevant time of this card, it is just with 110 rating, so that is the main cons in this card. If in the next long event, EA brings then 115 OVR players then, 110 will be outdated OVR-wise, and it will be hard for you to reach higher OVR keeping him in the squad. So this card is outdated in terms of higher OVR squad, and I don't prefer him, bros. But, if you want a good cheap beast CDM for your squad then, in such case I prefer him as in the Chape Beast CDM list. Guendouzi is one of the best CDM you can get right now, and cost-wise also, bros. It's just 200 shards, which is too easy to get. Overall, in the cheap beast he will be relevant for like 3 to 4 months at least, but in the higher OVR squad, I don't prefer him. I will recommend him 1 out of 3 in the higher OVR squads, where in the cheap beast 3 out of 3. If you want an alternative who can be relevant for the next 2 to 3 months, then in this event we have a player called Matuidi. We also have Makelele, but later we will discuss him. Talking about the player number 2, we have Lineker. Lineker is a good striker. I felt he is mid performance-wise. You can say above mid but not meta, as we have a lot of better strikers in the game compared to Lineker. Talking about other event players, if you have players like Eusebio, Van Basten, Ibrahimovic, Henry, Isak, Daglish, then there is no use of Lineker. Lineker has 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, he is short on height, and his pace, shooting, and dribbling all are excellent. In-game, his performance feels mid, like not very smooth bros. And in this event, if you want, we already have 2 players who can compete to Lineker, who are striker version of Van Persie and Rodrigo. I think Rodrigo is a great choice over 3 of them. That is because Van Persie is good at speed, but he is not very smooth, but Rodrigo has insane speed. It also depends on what aspect you are looking at. If you need smoothness, then Rodrigo is good. You can use Rodrigo in Striker 2. And talking about the Van Persie, he has insane finishing which Rodrigo lacks on plus. He is great on physical too. Talking about the cost, all of them cost 800 shards, but Lineker is just 650 shards. With the shards cost, Lineker is okay and I recommend, but we already have better strikers, so I recommend him just 2 out of 3, which means mid recommendation. That's because his performance can degrade and will be irrelevant within 2 to 3 months as better strikers will come. Moving to the player number 3, we have Militao. The 112 OVR Militao is one of the cheapest center backs in the 112 OVR right now. Militao has great speed, good defending. He has average height, and overall, Militao gives mid-performance in the game. He is 112 OVR, so he will be relevant for like 2 to 3 months. With the price, Militao is really worthy, but you can get better center back compared to Militao in this event. We have 113 OVR Chiellini and Nesta. Nesta can be a great option for F2P, but for P2W, who has higher tokens, I suggest you wait for a better defender who is the top meta in the game. Right now, in the defending, if you are F2P, shard cost-wise plus performance-wise, that Nesta can be a great option. Overall, I will recommend 2 out of 3 for this Militao. In player number 4, we have Beckham. I don't know what you will say about Beckham, but I felt Beckham is one of the best CMs in the game right now. He feels very smooth and active in the game. He is quick and fast. His passes are amazing and pinpoint. You can see a lot of traits on this card, so you will get many advantages on this card. He has early crosser traits, finesse shots, long passer, long shot taker, and playmaker. This is going to be really useful, especially in manager mode. He costs 1,250 shards, but with the Beckverse chapter, you can get him for just 1,140 shards, so claim him from the Beckverse chapter if you want to claim it for a cheap price. He can play on RM as an alternative. Overall, yeah, I will recommend this card 3 out of 3, but when there is Gullit, Gullit has many more advantages, so if you have 1,500 shards, simply claim Gullit as there can be no CM better than Gullit, and Gullit gives a lot of advantage. Talking about the player number 5, we have Cafu. Cafu is also one of the best right backs in the game. He is like top 2 to top 5 right back recently. But I feel like Cafu is overpriced. 1,500 shards is literally a lot more overpriced bros. So that is the reason you should think before wasting shards on him. If you have another position remaining to claim then, you can go with another position first, as there will be better right back than Cafu, which will be coming in future. The best advantage of Cafu is there are very rare meta players like Cafu who have 4-star skill moves, good pace and good defending. Along with that, he has a lot of important traits, and in a match performance of Cafu is outstanding. A bit cons is he is short. Overall, I recommend him 2.5 out of 3, and he is going to be relevant for like next 3 to 4 months at least. Talking about the player number 6, we have Makelele. This is one of the cheapest CDM in the game, bros. If you need the cheapest center defensive midfielders, then Makelele is the best option right now. He has good defending, decent pace, and even dives into tackles. Speed feels a bit less, but bros, overall with just 800 shards, if you need CDM, then he can give you mid-performance. Overall, as per price, recommend for F2P, but for those who have better budget, not recommend. I will recommend him just 2 out of 3. Moving to the player number 7, we have Antony. The GOAT of many of you has finally arrived in the game, bros, but he came as 112 OVR. Antony feels very fast, smooth in the game, and he has good shooting, 5-star skill move, and amazing shooting traits like finesse shot and long shot taker. Overall, the Antony card is great, and right wingers are quite rare in the game. So, it's on you to claim him or not, but I will recommend him 2.5 out of 3, as he will be relevant for like 2 to 3 months. However, OVR-wise, he will be outdated a bit faster as he is 112. In the player number 8, we have Hazard. Hazard is one of the fastest card, and this card is too smooth in dribblings. He has good shooting, passing. A bit cons is physical and not having all the traits, but still overall, this card is great. He has finesse shot traits and playmaker traits too, which will give other benefits in game. He is currently the top winger in the game. He just costs 1k shards, which is a lot more cheap for F2P. I will recommend Hazard card 3 out of 3 because price is less and performance is great. And not only that, there is no left winger in this event who come close to Hazard. If you want to wait for players like Ginola, as he might be the card who will replace him. Overall, Hazard is an amazing card and I felt great when using him. Now, bros, we have discussed a lot of players from this week 3 of the Footyverse, but that doesn't mean claim it right now. As I already said, you bros, this is not the right time to claim a player. We have just passed 55% of the event. 45% part is remaining, so be patient and wait for 1 week more players to come into the game. Overall, let me know what's your thoughts on those players. Anyway, believers bros, that's all for this video. I will meet you bros with the next one. Till then, your lovely host Mr. Believer signs out.